spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the New England Patriots. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They hand this off to Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Throwing Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jones. And a dump off to White. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Darnold on first down. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
Boy, did they ever, and it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Move. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold out left to Anderson. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Mike 53. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
A first down throw, Darnold. Flush to his right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and it's 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
53's the Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Faking the give, Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Again, he finds Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one goes for 8 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones flushed out right. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The completion there by Mac Jones. And Charles, what do you think this defense needs to do to slow down this young rookie from Alabama?
Well, as usual with a rookie, pass rush is big. Put some pressure on him and see if he can handle things in the pocket. But the other one is your defensive backs, linebackers who are covering people, they need to be on the spot because he's extremely accurate with the ball. He doesn't miss very many throws downfield, puts it right on his receivers. You have to be there to stop them at the point of the catch.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by Myers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Off play action. Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, it's complete. Touchdown! T. Higgins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they're kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On 2nd and a couple, Darnold, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat, watch his flat. Check. Check, 53, Mike. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
3rd and 2, Darnold.
53, Mike, 53.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Darnold on target to Moore for the Panther first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, it's Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. He's to the 10. 45 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Boy, they had it at the 1. The full start moves it to the 6 now for first and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
You ain't going nowhere. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Tackles, tackles. Switch. Ready? Check 52. Ready? I got him. That's me. Right there, baby. Mike's by board. Coming.
On second and goal, Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he was kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Darnold. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First and 10, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike 53, Mike 53.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones under pressure. They got him again. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. That is caught by Anderson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
After the sack on first down, Darnold, he'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Sponge, lady. Sponge. No, no, no. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare, flare. Shift. Watch the shift.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike, 53.
2nd down and goal. Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. He's tired of me.
Here's Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Darnold. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jones. He'll leave this one for White. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll buy some time right. He finds his man, complete. That's more. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, 97 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Slide for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Jeremy Chin puts it on. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Pull it together. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 53 for Mike, 53.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore from 19 yards away. And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly. It's up and good. And a lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel, okay? So when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball.
They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They run with Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Not today, you are. Not today. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Red 80. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Cut. Cut. Cut.
Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Flipped off by Troy Prime. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Motion, motion. Red 80. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike, he's scared. Hey, you gotta get moving, man. Lady.
Let's go.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground with White. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as you understand where they are in the field?
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Boy, a potential game changer there here in the 4th quarter to kick that out of bounds, and now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Second and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Darnold. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Here's Darnold. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And down to the 28-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Darnold to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Yeah, boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. On second down, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9, and compounding things, it's now third down as well. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Jones. Connecting with Johnson. Oh, but he can't get out of bounds. He'll have the first down, but he's brought down in play. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On first down, Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now a first throw here in overtime. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So 3rd down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less. Because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams. But I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. Jones. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They run the counter. It's Harris, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 73 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it, right?
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. To throw is Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of...